Giant snakes, lurking in the shadows. Perfect predators. Amazing machines. They appear only in terrifying glimpses. Photos of enormous swallows. Videos of home invasions. And internet rumors of man-eating serpents. These new clues are finally unlocking the mystery of giant snakes, separating fact from fiction. Their maximum size, squeeze, bite, and appetite. Don't turn away. Face your fear as we uncover the true power of giant snakes.
Giant snakes are no myth. We know they can reach over 30 feet long. We know they're amazing predators, silent hunters with no arms and no legs. But surprisingly, little is known about what these mysterious creatures are really capable of until now. Just how powerful are these serpents? To find out, Explorer goes beneath the scales to reveal the secrets of Super Snake.
They are the serpents of our nightmares. Masters of the bite, squeeze, and swallow. Without any arms or legs, these reptiles are deadly predators. How do they do it? We don't know much more than the basic facts. They grow to 30 feet long, can weigh 300 pounds, and are cold-blooded. They hide in the water, slither through the city, even stalk from above. Images flooding the internet paint a haunting picture. Giant snakes eating giant prey, even possibly humans. There's no choice. It's time to put our hands on giant snakes, to explain how they work and learn what they're capable of. The answers come from the two biggest serpents on Earth, the reticulated python and the green anaconda. Reticulated pythons are the longest snakes in the world, up to 30 feet in length. Anacondas are the biggest and heaviest snakes on the planet, weighing up to 300 pounds. These giants patrol the swamps of South America, eating 100-pound animals, or larger. Anacondas can lock in on prey with infrared sensors on the snout. Snake skin is loaded with nerve endings, as sensitive as human fingertips, picking up vibrations. A forked tongue pulls chemicals into the mouth for analysis, determining the snake's path. And when the target is close, the serpent is ready to strike. This attack story isn't make-believe. It actually happened to a Venezuelan scientist, Maria Munoz. Her attack is a case study for learning what makes these predators tick. On that day, Maria was radio tracking one particular anaconda. A huge female she calls Lena. But Maria didn't know Lena was also tracking her. As Lena's signal gets louder, Maria stops to record the water depth and temperature.
And a few seconds later, I see something big, gigantic, emerging from the water. And it opens its mouth this big.
Maria explodes backwards, trying to escape. But the anaconda isn't finished with her. Within seconds, the serpent is upon Maria. Contracting thousands of muscles, the snake lifts itself almost 4 feet out of the water, hovering directly in front of her.
I realized at that moment that I wasn't a scientist anymore. I was about to become a giant anaconda's next prey.
Maria fears for her life. The anaconda opens its mouth almost 180 degrees, revealing one of the secret features of giant snake design. Deep inside the skull, a tiny bone called the quadrate actually swings the snake's mouth open at 2 points. Human jaws have only one hinge point. If we were constructed like snakes, our mouths would open to an unbelievable angle. Before the anaconda can strike, Maria escapes.
It's a feeling of horror, terror. All you can do is try to escape, to avoid the bite.
Maria knew this snake. She had tracked it several times before. But somehow, this 20-foot, almost 200-pound serpent managed to sneak up on her. Giant snakes are built for silence. The secret, their remarkable tubular design. A giant snake's body couldn't be further from our own. Imagine the human body stretching over 4 times its normal length, with no limbs. That's the blueprint of a giant snake. Inside this enormous cylinder, a human body has to add almost 300 vertebrae and 600 ribs to support their weight. Giant snakes have no breastbone. The organs line up head to tail, the stomach expanding to digest giant prey. And a human's 700 or so muscles morph into 10,000 bundles, propelling this giant frame. This massive tube of muscle and bone is perfectly designed for stalking and squeezing prey. Which is why Maria's back in Venezuela's wetlands. It's here we can unravel another facet of giant snake design: the breathtaking coils. The world's largest snakes, 20 to 30 footers, are all constrictors, killing prey with a crushing squeeze. The largest venomous snakes, like this king cobra, max out at less than half the size of these giants. But while many venomous snakes have been studied intensively, there's much more to learn about the true giants. Maria's teaming with biologist Dr. Brad Moon, a constrictor specialist. One reason so little is known about giant snakes: they're masters of disguise. Even 30-foot anacondas easily disappear in these swamps. It's to their advantage. Shallow water keeps giant snakes warm and supports their massive bulk.
I don't know if I want to step on one in here.
Finding these serpents means rubbing your feet and hands across the murky bottom, feeling for something scaly, about the width of a truck tire. In the dense vegetation, you have to play a dangerous game of peekaboo. One of these plants may be harboring a giant. And And when the Earth moves,
Look, something's moving.
you know